Hi, this is Ron Hagan, and we're talking with Shaun Barney of PDI out of Utah, St. George, Utah, and he's going to tell us everything there is to know about the specialized turbos that PDI makes. Shaun, what are we looking at right here?
We're looking at, this is a Stage 1 Big Boss Turbo for a Caterpillar application.
Stage 1 Big Boss for a Cat.
Yeah, we do. Performance Diesel does a wide variety of turbos ranging from C7, smaller engine, all the way up to a C15, a bigger engine.
So you do C13s?
Not yet. Not yet. Twin turbo.
Okay. Because you and I have talked about some C13 applications. I got a customer that's looking for a couple of different.
Eventually we'll be able to do the twin turbo.
Okay. All right. So what's good about this turbo?
Well, with the Stage 1 on the Big Boss series, anything that's a Stage 1, we designed with fuel savings and performance, in mind for the customer, for the truck driver. What that means is when we made this turbo, or a Stage 1 turbo, we use a smaller exhaust housing. And what that does for you is it gives the truck driver a lot better throttle response on the bottom end, and they hold on the jake pressure. It holds on the jake pressure a lot better than the factory. So you get that good quick spool up, so you can stay up on top of your boost a lot more efficiently than with a stock turbocharger. But up on the top end, on the compressor side, it flows. A Stage 1 usually does about 25 to 30% more air volume than a factory turbocharger.
That much?
A lot more, yeah.
So you're giving them more boost and more volume.
Yeah, we get a lot more air volume. We get cooler exhaust temperatures. Usually we can take 150 to 200 degrees out of the exhaust temperature with no other modifications, but still have the factory response and hold a little bit better on the jake pressure.
Alrighty. Now, for the truck racers, we have taken turbos and coated the hot side with a ceramic to keep the hot side in, and coated the cold side with a heat dispersant that helps get rid of the heat, and that seems to give them a little bit of an edge. Do you guys put any coatings on your
We don't put any coatings on, but yes, we have seen some of our sled pulling customers, things like that, where they have seen results from what you're talking about. Just one of those added benefits. If you can always take something and improve it just a little bit if you wanted to do that.
Okay. Now, do you make something to replace the twin turbo on the A-Cert?
You can actually replace it with this turbo. You can actually replace it with this turbo, or we can go bigger, all the way up to a Stage 5 charger. The benefit, if a customer's asking on an A-Cert, we've actually found, because the A-Cert turbos, the big charger on the A-Cert is such a large turbo, we can actually make them perform really well up to about 875 horse with the twin turbos on.
Really, that big?
Absolutely.
Holy cow. Wow.
Because the way that they're designed right now, they never get up on top of the big turbocharger.
Now these are wastegate, non-wastegate turbos?
These are non-wastegated. All of our turbos are non-wastegated. Unless you do like a smaller C12 application, they still have a wastegate, but it's still a performance upgrade.
So what controls the pressure in there?
Your foot.
Airflow.
Okay. How much fuel you got and how big your foot is.
All right, so it's actually controlled by the amount of exhaust.
Yes.
Aha. Cat, Cummins, and Detroit?
We do Cat, Cummins, and Detroit. All three.
Anything else?
Not right now.
No internationals?
No internationals yet.
Okay. We've got. How about the smaller Cummins engines? I've got a number of school bus operators that have got. I hate to call them 5.9 liters. I think they're 8.3 liters.
8.3 probably.
Yeah.
We can do smaller engines as well. We can do other applications, like you were talking about Mac International. If a customer is willing to send us the turbo, then we can R&R and help them get a performance upgrade.
Oh, really? Okay. So we take their original turbo, and you can.
If they have time, they have some downtime, they can send it to me. We can R&R it and see what kind of performance we can get out of it.
All right. Good. All right, and how does this compare with a stock turbo in price?
In price, well, it's going to be more expensive. The better turbo is going to be more expensive. It's kind of a given. But by the time, for instance, most of the OEs take a core charge. We do not take a core charge on the turbo, and a lot of times you never get that core charge back from the OE. So by the time you do that, it's actually a very competitive price.
So you start with all new parts then?
Yes, everything.
You're not rebuilding, except for that performance thing.
Yep. what that does for you is it gives a truck driver a lot better throttle response on the bottom end, and they hold on the jake pressure. It holds on the jake pressure a lot better than the factory. So you get that good quick spool up, so you can stay up on top of your boost a lot more efficiently than with a stock turbocharger. But up on the top end, on the compressor side, it flows. Stage 1 usually does about 25 to 30% more air volume than a factory turbocharger.
That much?
A lot more, yeah.
So you're giving them more boost and more volume.
Yeah, more volume, exhaust